the New York town. This country bar is a singing, singing when the sun goes down. He had all the answers about the way things ought to be. Some folks came to listen, some folks couldn't see that there's pain in his fingers, pain in his heart, trying to make a living, searching for. Wait a minute, that went to something.
Yeah! What? I need practice.
Went to the wrong thing.
Thing? Okay.
How you been?
I've been very good. I'm here.
Yeah,
That's a big attainment.
28 years doing this crap. I don't know what happened to me. Just went on and on and on and on.
That's when you were a teenager,
and the
right?
29th, if anybody's around the area, we got a telethon coming here.
Yeah.
A lot of talented people coming down, singing. You can make a pledge, so that'll be good.
Oh.
Come on down live. We're going to have food here and everything, and people are going to sing. Of course, unfortunately, Mr. Phil will be here.
He's one of our outstanding stars. What do you mean?
He's should be outstanding, out in the field. Yeah.
They should be here, by the way, come at 2, between 2 and 7 at least. Don't come in the morning, come in the afternoon.
2 to 7, yeah, and that's going to be a good time. And I'd like to thank all the sponsors I've been picking up. We picked up some more today.
Excellent.
So it's going to help us very much so we can get new cameras.
Yes.
That's what I'm working for. I want to get some new cameras.
Yeah, among other things. People don't realize this kind of equipment.
Well, I need some new clothes. I look like a bum up here.
Well, you know, that's a different story.
But listen, we got a talented guy on in guitars too. So you want to go get ready over there, bud?
They were all psyched up 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, I know. Musicians are like this. They want to play. They don't want to hear my crap.
Their motors are running. Can you hear them? Yeah. They've been doing this for a few years.
As you get older, the motor don't run the same, but you get.
I wouldn't know.
Once you're on the stage, and that energy takes over.
I wouldn't know about getting older.
I used to get on the tables and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they want me to get off the table.
If you can move, if you can move.
Yeah.
Are they ready to go? I guess.
You guys ready?
Ready, willing, and able.
All right, we're gonna have them over after they play three songs.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this wrong. Rob Cannillo. Am I close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Cannillo.
mackerel! I keep saying it, and Fred Scribner's joining them too tonight.
Good.
So go ahead, guys, take it away, because we're making dead air here.
As time passes slowly here, up on the mountaintop. Tell me, where are you, dear? 'Cause you know I care a lot. So don't you walk away. Listen to what I might say, or you're gonna find yourself a rusty old nail. Yeah. Rusty old nail. He's 27 years old. Thinks his time has passed him by. Let that young girl walk. Let her walk right by. So don't you walk away. Listen to what I might say, or you're gonna find yourself a rusty old nail. Yeah, yeah, rusty old nail. Yeah, yeah. So don't you walk away. Listen to what I might say, or you're gonna find yourself a rusty old nail. Yeah, yeah, rusty old nail. When he thinks of her, our thoughts just wander away. Thinks back to a time, don't you know he should have stayed? So don't you walk away. Listen to what I might say, or you're gonna find yourself rusty old nail. Yeah, yeah, rusty old nail. Yeah, yeah, rusty old nail. Rusty old nail, rusty old nail, yeah, yeah. Thank you. That was a song I wrote called Rusty. There's a song called Evil Falls. Sometimes the devil's on my tail. Somehow through these ups and downs, baby, I prevail. I've had my share of mistakes and falls. And my losses, I remember them all. Yeah. See, it's high time I quit my evil way. It's high time I broke on through this haze. Yeah, yeah. It's high. Bad judgment of me. Oh, we ain't no stranger. Like a fool child, I never shied away from danger. Sometimes in this darkest night, I cried out for you, hoping you'd make it alright. Oh, you see, it's high time I quit my evil ways. It's high time I broke on through this haze, yeah, yeah. See goodness slap me across my face. Says, what you so afraid of, boy? Oh, this is your race, yeah. It took me so long to achieve the happiness that I once could not conceive. See, it's high time I quit my evil ways. It's high time I broke on through this haze, yeah, yeah. It's high time I quit my evil ways. It's high time I broke on through this haze. All right, all right. It's good to be here on Keeping Country Strong. This is Midnight Slim Scribner there on lead guitar. A song called Catskill Mountains off my latest CD called Cannillo. And that could be downloaded everywhere on the internet, on CD Baby and iTunes and all that good stuff. I'm on Spotify, so check it out. Winter's last gasp up like a lion, not like a lamb. Early spring storm left miles of snow on the dam. What's the matter, boy? Don't you remember this place? It's full of wonder and glory. It's a timeless space. Catskill Mountains, call me eternal mountains full of grace. Catskill Mountains, call me back home. Summer's embrace gave root to the wonders we share. The campfire's embers, the warm breeze, the sun in our hair. Milky Way flows like an endless river in the sky, outdone by fireflies and honeybees flying so high. Catskill Mountains, Call me eternal mountains full of grace, Catskill Mountains, call me back home. This cabin of mine has seen things come and go. It's been a touchstone to watch your friend when all the spell to show. Full burst of colors signals the coming change. Leaves fall and create new views just the same. Longer days, shorter nights, moonlight shimmering so fine. Winter descends, but this cabin like me has stood the test of time. Catskill Mountains, call me eternal mountains full of grace. Catskill Mountains, call me back home. Catskill Mountains, call me the granite rocks, the towering domes. Catskill Mountains, call me back home. Back home, back home, back home, back home, yeah.
Behind door number 2.
Two.
You don't get nothing here behind door 2 or curtain 2 or.
You get free advice.
No, nobody wants to hear it.
Yeah, this is some poster, really, looks nice.
Oh, this is a big. Now this ain't the first year you done. This is quite a long, buddy.
year.
Yeah, I knew
Oh,
you
wow,
was doing. it.
hello. Second year. They can't
Yeah, this is
see
our
it.
second year.
Wow,
Yeah, 'cause the wrestlers do a wrestling show down there.
I think they did one recently. It was really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Greenwood Lake really opens the door for us. So we're raising money. This is the second annual all-day music festival to benefit Honor. And Honor helps anybody in Orange County in need with food, shelter, drug and alcohol rehab, medical help, financial counseling, transitional housing, drug and alcohol rehab. I think I said that, but at no cost to any Orange County resident who needs it. So this is the second annual all-day music festival. Last
Okay.
year, it was a great success. We probably had 400 or 500 people. This year, I'm hoping, we can do, maybe 700, 800 this year.
whoa.
Well, don't you play down on the lake too?
I've played down on the lake. This one is in the picnic pavilion.
Right, I know.
So the Elks do a big barbecue. I have wood-fired pizza. We have craft beer, a full bar. We have craft vendors. So it's a great all-day. It's all ages. And the beauty of this event is 100% of the money goes
Wow.
to people in need. But also the beauty of this event, the way we designed it, is it's a free will donation. You could just give what you're able to give.
Right.
So some people put in
Like this
$5,
station.
some people put in 5, some people put in 500, whatever you can afford.
Right.
And it's really an affordable day. People can come out with their blankets and chairs. We have a great musical lineup. Fred Midnight Slim Scribner is going to be part of my acoustic road show. I have Steve Jacobus on a fiddle, some percussion, some guest guitarists. So that's going to be great. I have Bobby Massano, who is Clarence Clemens and Steve Winwood's band leader, and Lou Graham from Foreigner, their band leader. So I got Bobby Massano. Then we have Ronnie Panqui from New Riders of the Purple Sage, which is a whole Grateful Dead sister band. Ronnie's going to be with his band doing Grateful Dead, New Riders, and Ronnie's original stuff, but it's all in that New Riders, Grateful Dead vibe. Then you have Morale Corial, who's sort of like an R&B blues. Morale is blues, New York Blues Hall of Fame. Morale's had some songs on some TV shows like Crossing Jordan, I believe. Then we have Soylent Blue, which is a great sort of an Allman Brothers cover band.
Right.
We have
You
drawing
need
a
it?
blank. Yeah, drawing a blank. Jerry the Bulldog. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know John
I can
Irizarry,
read it
but
to you.
Jerry the Bulldog. And John Irizarry, who's the leader of that band, great singer-songwriter, and they're sort of in this Americana corner sort of thing. I'll be putting something together. Then another great singer-songwriter, Fred Arger, who was recently signed to Fieldhouse Records.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So
It's gonna be a
it's,
great time. I'm sure, because you can get people to come to Greenwood Lake stuff.
Greenwood Lake is centrally located. It's a great day and it's affordable. So, come on out.
Because
But
I,
don't-
pl-
but
I
don't come
played
before
down on the
12.
lake myself, and
Don't
we
come
had a good
before
crowd.
It's
12.
from noon to 8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want
Yeah,
to
it's
mess
an all-day
around.
festival
Coming
from
too
noon to
early.
8.
Let me say hi to Fred. I haven't
Hey,
seen him
Carl.
in so long.
Yeah, you shake my hand. Hey,
How
look
are
at
you?
that, Look at
Because
that.
this
now.
guy
to see
can
you.
play anything.
Oh,
One
he
day
can
he
play.
said, let me try to show you some country, and I was like, holy God. Yeah, you're excellent musician.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Yeah,
Carl.
Fred's a great player. Freddie's New York Blues Hall of Fame. Freddie played with Levon Helm many years. He was I Miss in the Mornings band
Oh, yeah.
leader.
Oh,
So, I'm always happy. When I can grab him, I grab him. And he sits in with me, which is always a treat.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, you don't find guys that are top-notch musicians like that,
Right.
you know. And I used to go to their house. Well, actually, I stayed there for a couple of weeks till I got my place to rent. And listening to them play with
Yeah.
Sammy, jam, is like, wow. I mean, that kind of stuff, you just want to sit and listen to it.
Yeah, we were having this conversation before we got on the air. I mean, I could play a few chords, but I'm a songwriter, But what these guys can do blows me away. I just want to sit and listen, like you said.
Yeah, and it's great. It's what music's all about. And there's a lot of places that just doing what you're doing, you can get booked all around this area, believe it or not. They don't want bands anymore a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I just did the Falcon up in Marlboro. I just did the old Mexicali Live, which is now called Debonair Music Hall down in Teaneck, New Jersey.
oh.
I host a series of barn concerts. I live on 4 acres, and my music studio I open it up 3 times a year, and I do little concerts in there. I don't think you've ever been part of that yet. But it's really intimate, singer-songwriters, holds about 30 people. It's intimate, it's nice. But I do that 3 times a year. June 7th, I think I'll be in Greenwood Lake at a little art gallery. He's going to do sort of a singer-songwriter night. And then I like to, do some small music festivals and opening act kind of stuff.
I do. I know, well, he knows. I get involved with fundraisers, but I love to play. So if I have to play for free, I'm going to play doing a fundraiser instead of
Me too.
a bar that ain't going
Yeah.
to pay me or play games.
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of fundraisers. We do stuff. I started Rock the Mountain, which was a music festival in Tuxedo, which they sold the ski center, but we did it for 6 years.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And
yeah.
at its peak, we probably had 1,000 people, 1,500 over 2 days. But all that money went to a charity, Spectrum for Living, which is a home for adults with
Well,
disabilities.
let me
so.
say hi to Benzie. You're missing this guy.
Benzie, where are you, buddy?
Hey.
You
As
know,
soon as he's allowed
I
out
got
of the
gifts.
house,
I
I'll
got
have him
gifts
back.
for Carl. I got stuff for him, but you get nothing, bro.
Yeah,
you get
that's
nothing.
the way it is.
By the way, can I add honors in Port Jervis, where this is being aired from? We have a small version. It used to come out of Empowering Port Jervis. We house people in a storefront place for 3 years, and now we transferred to a local church, which has a nice facilities, even has a shower, which we didn't have in the storefront. And we took the operation manual and tried to adapt it as much as we could. It made our work a little easy, the guidelines and things to think of. And now we could just completed 2 years, so 5 years of dealing with the homeless. And that's our hardest for this.
Yeah, Honor sort of guides a lot of the interfaith council
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, we have
So,
to-
because a lot of the churches and synagogues have reached out to Honor and said, how do we help our community? So Honor sort of will coach them, for lack of a better word, and guide them. So some of the churches in and around Newburgh, Port Jervis will, from November through April, will open up their basement as a warming station, give people a little respite from the cold. But then what happens is if people need some stuff, then they'll sometimes call Honor. So it's a way for Honor to stay in touch with the community that needs the help.
Right.
What's also great, even in our small numbers, at about a dozen or more, a couple of them found permanent housing. We
Absolutely.
had a social worker kind of help us, so that's the goal. The goal is to get people some permanent.
That's the
housing.
goal. The goal is to get them, is not just a hand out, a hand up, to help them get back on their feet, absolutely.
Well, that's why we started the food bank, where people, the pay around this area is terrible. And then the rents are through the roof. And then you got Orange and Rockland on top of that. So if you get behind on one or the other, it escalates, and then you can't pay one or the other one.
Yeah.
And to get some extra food in the food banks.
Yeah.
that's
Honor
what we-
serves 40,000 meals out of their food bank a year.
Nice.
And there's a lot of working people. At the end of the month, things get a little tight.
Yeah,
We serve 150,000 meals out of the cafeteria to people staying in the shelters.
Right.
So the food banks, like you said, there's a lot of people that are working, but now they're choosing, or they're senior citizens, they're choosing whether they're paying their heat and electric, or they can buy some food, you know.
or even medicine.
Or
That's-
medicine, you
yeah.
know, so, I always wanted my music to be part of helping people. And I do a lot of, charity events with my music.
Well, this here will run on our bulletin board. And if you get a hold of Jack George in Middletown, they'll get it on Spectrum's
Okay,
bulletin
Bulletin,
board.
yeah.
If you remind me, I'll get his number,
great.
and you can call him, because they have a
Yeah.
thing right on there. If you
Yeah.
got some kind of fundraiser going.
Yeah, if people look all around Orange County, you'll see these posters. So keep an eye out for this blue logo. This is our second year, so come on out. It's family friendly, it's affordable. So we hope to see you April 28th all day, noon to 8 in Greenwood Lake. Can't bring your dogs or pets though.
Well, listen, here's an album that you have out. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so this album I put out within the last few months, and this it's called Cannillo, an easy title to remember. But this was produced by Andy Caddison, who worked with John Denver and Nirvana and the Doobie Brothers. And the song that I ended with, Catskill Mountain,
Right.
I built a little cabin upstate in the Catskills.
I see you working on that all the time.
Yeah, you see it on, so look me up on Facebook, but I built it by hand, no electricity, everything by hand. And so Andy said, you gotta write what you know. And he said, you gotta write a song about that cabin, Rob. So that song was inspired, Catskill Mountains is inspired by the cabin. And the line in there, halfway in the bridge, says, this cabin of mine has seen things come and go. And so
Yeah, I seen that cabin. I didn't know
How
you
big
built
is
the whole
it?
thing.
How
it's just a
big
little tiny cabin,
is- one
you know?
room?
One-room cabin with a
Yeah.
porch and a loft.
Hey,
When I built it, everybody said I was nuts. It was before the whole tiny house movement.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
now
people
they're
say,
all
you're
doing
nuts,
that
what are you
tiny
gonna do with it? But we've had great fun up there. So this album, Catskill Mountains, is getting a lot of good college radio play.
See, I kept saying Honors, and I thought it was Honors up in Sullivan County, the hotel.
No.
oh,
No, Honor is the
Well,
nonprofit.
now I
and
know.
homelessness.
Yeah, Honor is the
I know
nonprofit.
now.
Yeah.
Did you get your eyes checked?
But
by the-
people can listen to tracks on YouTube, but they can download the CD at CD Baby or iTunes. So it's always nice. Support living original artists. If you can download the album, that'd be great.
Great.
Yeah, that's great. And if you go on WTVQ on Tom,
I'm calling into Tom's show Saturday.
yeah, he's a good guy.
Yes.
He'll even have you on there live.
Yeah.
We were down there. And what we do is now we live stream wherever I play. On
Good.
YouTube. It goes, or Facebook. It goes to everybody wherever we're playing.
Gotcha.
Rob, do you want to read the contact number for tickets and stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
On the
people
bottom.
can go, you can pay at the gate that day, so people can give a free will donation the day of.
Great.
But we're really highly recommending is going to eventbrite.com, honors, concert, and homelessness, and you could put your donation in there. So if we can get donations in advance, that would be the best way to go. You could put in whatever you want. We do have a VIP experience for $60, which includes food,
Wow.
T-shirts, posters, the best seating. But you can give, besides that, you can give whatever you want. So go to eventbrite.com, honors, concert, and homelessness, and you could sign up there. Again, it's April 28th in Greenwood Lake at the Elks Picnic Pavilion.
Well, we're gonna post these all through this place, cause
Yeah.
we get a lot of people in and out of here.
Absolutely.
So they can see it.
I can put it in the town as well.
And my wife will put it on the bulletin board for you, so that'll run forever.
Right.
Yes, no, thank you very much. And like I said, 100% of the money goes directly to the people in need, so there's no administrative cost being taken out. Through our great sponsors like Barron Financial and Live Stuff and Prestige Printing, Elevate Volleyball, so, and a lot of the artists are donating their time, so between sponsorships and all that, 100% of the money goes directly to the people that need it.
Great, that's a great thing.
It should be videotaped. We can play it.
Actually, I wanted to tell you that Lori Ann's brother, who has a farm over there,
Uh-huh.
donates onions to my food bank drive.
Oh, yeah?
Because I've known them when I
Very
was playing the
nice.
Silver Dollar. I used to get them to
Sure.
fill in their band, and they would play there when I was doing something else.
And you do the food bank for Port Jervis?
Port Jervis, right now, that's it, and it's from like 11 in the morning till about 5.
And that's every day,
No.
Once a week.
One day.
once a week?
No, just one, yeah, one Sunday or Saturday, whatever, or day we pick, we do it once.
Gotcha.
And we raised all that food, because like your thing, it grows.
Yeah,
People expect it, they wanna have,
year after year, yeah.
you know, we invite all kinds of singers and guests to come on down and play.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah, very
In the
nice.
park.
And we put it
Yeah,
together.
yeah, let me know if I can make
We
it.
have a
I'd like to
pavilion,
donate my time to the cause,
And
absolutely.
that's Riverside Park, and we do that.
What time of year is that?
September.
Oh, September, yeah, let me know.
And,
Let me
yeah,
know.
we got her brother down there, and this guy, Don Oriolo, said, your truck broke down. Somebody's truck was going to get the onions. He says, meet me over there, I'll get it with my truck. I mean, the guy don't have to do all this stuff, but
Yeah.
he picked it up with his truck and brought it all the way down to Port Jervis. It's like,
Right,
Wow.
For all the money that guy's got, he's just like down-to-earth guy. You wouldn't believe it,
very nice.
you know, and
There's a lot of generous people out there.
Oh, yeah.
and actually, I played at his picnic, and your brother played piano with me. Did
Oh,
he
yeah?
say it?
No kidding, no.
Yeah, he jammed. Well, we did a nice set with him playing the keys
Oh, yeah?
and Felix and the Cats and all them. Great
No kidding.
times. 800 people comes to this picnic.
Very nice, very nice.
When you got that much money, you can all the food you could eat and drink and music all day long. You know, so if you'd like to come to that, I'll invite you.
Yes, please do.
And,
Yeah, please do.
You too, Fred.
Sure.
And, it's a beautiful party they have. You know, so. But we brought you down here to play. We're gonna
Yeah.
plug this as much as we can for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And too bad Benzie, because he loves you anyway. But
Yeah, well, I've been going on Benzie's radio show for years, and then came
well,
here.
I'll tell you, the guy was gonna stab him in the back, and get rid of him.
Right.
The other's partner.
Right,
So I says, we all knew about it. And I said, listen, come up and do the TV show with me. I don't care. I'm laid back. We just have a fun time and do what we're gonna do here and get
No,
all
you guys
kinds
have
of
a great
guests.
show. You
And,
guys have a great show.
He came up and did it, and then he wanted to raise his kids. I said, you're in your 50s now, you want to coach teams and everything else. Well, his wife sets that all up, and I understand it. So then I just get somebody else, and she's a psychic and stuff. That drives you crazy, but it's always a crazy
What do you mean, she can
situation.
read your mind?
Well, we've had you and Sammy down here. A couple times I got him. If you go on YouTube, there's some on there. It says Little Sammy Davis and Fred
Nice.
Scrivener. And, we got like 200 shows up on YouTube. This
Yeah.
will be up there also.
Yeah, no, thank you.
you know.
No.
Around the world.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably my third or fourth time on this show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's some up there
Love
already.
coming, love coming in.
Get your
Love
friends
coming
and
in.
look at it. And I always just glance at it, see how many people are watching. I did a thing up for Toys for Kids in the casino, and we raised 2,000 toys.
Whoa.
And I sang this song, Kaladja, Hank Williams, but I changed it around so I get everybody yelling, you, you. Well, it's got 6,000 hits. I'm like, why didn't my song get 6,000 hits? But it's Hank Williams.
Sure, yeah.
But we had such a ball with that, yeah, for Thunder Country,
Nice.
yeah. Because you got to get tied in with radio stations, you know, and I got quite a few that I know. You know, like Wall Radio, you could get in with them.
Yeah, I was
Mark
actually,
West.
I'm going to be on, well, yeah, I'm on Van Ritchie's show on Monday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think Mark West is still there.
Yeah, I don't
think
know.
so.
Well, I don't know. He quit, and I thought he came back.
I don't think so.
I don't think
he's
so,
gone
yeah.
now.
But yeah, I've known him for years and stuff. But that's what you got to do.
Yeah, I'll be on, actually, I got to go out to, I'm going to be on TBQ tomorrow. Then I got to go out to Hackettstown. I'm on WNTI in the studio Saturday. Then I'm on Wall on Monday.
Yeah, I was on there, and he played Quick White Diner commercial just to throw it up. I says, listen, I got Yeehaw stuck with me forever now because I did it on his commercial. But they treat me good up there.
You still go up there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. He sells my CDs in there too. And I told him I was making an album. He says, I'll pay for it. So I says, you will? It's $3,500. And he paid for the whole thing.
Nice.
He says, I'll sell CDs here. And he had Gazettes, so that's how far back it was. But he sells the CDs there, yeah, with his commercial.
Cassettes are making a comeback and vinyl's making a comeback.
Cassettes are
Cassettes
too?
are making a comeback.
Really? No
And
way.
vinyl
I know,
outsold
vinyl, forget about it.
downloads for the first time in 30 years.
Whoa.
Wow.
Now, it's a little bit skewed because people aren't downloading as much anymore. They're part of like Spotify, like you pay your $8 or $10 a month like Netflix. So it's a little skewed, but vinyl's making a huge
Oh, yeah.
comeback.
Well, I use
yeah.
them CDs that look like a black 45.
Right.
When I make an album. It looks just like a 45.
Right.
People like them.
Yeah.
You know, they can connect with it.
Yeah.
Well, I think people they're getting to a point, they want to purchase something and have something in their
Feel it.
collection,
Feel it.
you know?
You know, they want to have it there. But the stuff keeps getting obsolete, but you can get stuff to play records today.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't hear the scratches or nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, you stick your regular record in there, and it works with a light or something, and it plays the whole album.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yep.
I saved all my old vinyl.
Wow.
Once in a while, I
I
bought a
see.
little record player, and I'll take it out and listen to it, and it's great,
Yeah.
Back memories.
you know? But it's also, you know, you're listening to a body of work, right? You're like, you know, listening to the first half of an album, then you flip it, and, you know, there was a different artistry created in that.
Absolutely.
Like I was watching the thing on PBS with the Beatles. Did you catch that? Fantastic on PBS.
No.
On how like the first half of the album is sort of one storyline, then the second half I almost feel like it's a completely different album.
Right.
It's a different storyline.
Right.
We used to listen to a whole
Sure.
body of work,
Sure.
and people I think want to go back to that because it was almost like listening to a play, right? Like a beginning, middle, and end.
Sure.
Well,
Sure.
when I booked Jet Williams, Hank Williams, the senior's daughter,
Right.
fair, so I was going into the booking of people. So, and her husband at the time said, we're going to Nashville, we're gonna record and everything like that. And I said, listen, that sounds like canned music when they make it perfect. Would you
Yeah.
believe, he called me back and he said, we took the whole album off and we did it live, and it sounds so much better. Thanks. I said, well, do I get any money for this? But,
Yeah.
no, they got the idea. People want to hear a real thing.
Well, I
Yeah.
think, you know, again, everything's got to be so perfect now. It loses
Yeah.
some guts, you know?
Well, when I was in Nashville before, when I went down, the guy from Epic Records was showing me how, like, if you hit the wrong note, they can actually play it
Sure.
back, and the computer puts the right
Sure.
note in.
Yeah, they can auto-tune a guitar note, correct. And you know, listen, I'm not a big fan of auto-tune, but sometimes it's okay, because, you know, it saves time, it saves from a guitarist to come all the way back in.
Well, even singers, they was showing me how they was terrible.
But when somebody cannot play or cannot sing, and the whole record is that's not good.
No, but like if somebody sings, hits a flat note, they don't even call them back. They make the
Yeah,
with that.
that's right.
Have you ever hit a bad note?
How many?
Often? But
No, but I've had brain freezes.
Oh, yeah.
And what happens there is if you got the whole band cranking and you look at something going on,
Yeah.
and you're singing, it's like,
Yeah, that almost happened. That happened to me a little bit on the last song, because usually there's not an instrumental in that Catskill Mountain. But so Freddie was doing something. Then it took me a second to say, okay, what's the third verse?
but I'll tell you one thing that really made me happy was I have a song in Ireland, and it was #1 for 10 weeks. So I told the guys in the band, they're going, you're full of crap, and we don't believe you. Well, we went down to Nashville, in the club we were in, it was these 6 girls there, and I said, I go around meet everybody before we played, and I said, where are you from? She goes, we're from Ireland. I said, I got a song in Ireland, and you go, we know it. They got up and sang it with me.
Oh,
Now the
wow.
band's like, we're sticking with this guy. I said, but they knew the song, they knew all
No
the words
kidding.
and everything.
Very
No
cool.
way.
So that means
So
they
you could
really
be
had
like
it.
the searching for Sugar Man in Ireland.
Yeah, they wanted me to come. I'm trying to get somebody to take care of that.
Did you watch that documentary?
No.
Searching for Sugar Man. Check it out. This guy was bigger than the Beatles in South Africa.
I heard about this guy.
Okay, but he didn't know it. He's
Right.
now 70 years old, and they thought he died. And then somebody found him. He was a day laborer in California or Queens. But I just went to see him on tour.
Did
He's
you?
70 years old. He's fantastic. He's like a sort of a Bob Dylan. He's excellent. Searching for Sugar Man. His name is Rodriguez.
Right.
That's his stage name.
Well, all them
So
places.
you could be the Rodriguez in
I'm gonna be
Ireland.
the Sugar
You could be
Man.
huge in Ireland right now and not even know it.
But the thing is over in them countries, they love Americana,
Yeah.
Yes.
old music,
Yeah.
Yes.
rock, blues, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Scotland, and it was all classic rock, Springsteen, Allman Brothers, Bad Company, every pub you went. I mean, there was some traditional pubs, which was, I loved it. You know, they were playing traditional Scottish folk music, but it was big, very big,
Yeah.
very big.
So I'd like to go. I had our passports. We were going to England, but then the money man dropped off, and that was the end of that trip.
Yeah,
It cost us a lot of money for the. They want me to get you up to play. I see
We're
the
getting to
boss
sing.
waving at me.
Hey, I want to
already.
hear music too,
But,
hey.
You know, things happen. So
This is great. This is
just keep on trucking.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
So I'll
we'll,
let you know.
yeah,
Good luck
thanks
with
for having us
everything
on.
you do.
Hey, shit, yeah.
Thanks for
Good luck
having
with
us
you,
on.
Thanks,
Crazy
Clark.
old bird. I know you for so long.
Yes, all right. This is fantastic. Like I said,
His brother plays everything, keyboards, drums, and he was playing keyboards with me over the.
well, this is
One
on
big
April
thing.
the 28th, and our telethon is the next day here, so there's a lot of nice things happening in the area, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
In the tri-state area, so people better, well, the weather should be.
This is great. I mean, Greenwood Lake is a nice town. You can walk around there and see the lake and do everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I lived
Make a
there
day of it.
15 years. I played in every place
Whoa,
that's there.
whoa.
But, yeah, it's a great place. This is great. The Elks Club's good down
Yeah.
there. So we got to get back to the music.
Yay!
You want to introduce them?
They're ready to go. Play. You introduce them, you're the host. Rob, Cannillo, and
Rob Cannillo and Fred Scribner doing the backup guitar work. Take it away, guys.
Sarah, oh, where you been? I've been looking around, you're nowhere to be found. Sarah, Oh, where you been? Been looking around. You're nowhere to be found. I know the road's been hard. Got to be harder too, yeah. And I know things are not easy. Never hard for me and you, Sarah. Oh, where you been? Been looking around. You're nowhere to be found. Sarah, oh, where you been? Been looking around. You're nowhere to be found. And I know that you're lonely. Well, girl, I'm lonely too. I know you wanna go home, child, but there ain't no home to go to. Sarah, oh, where you been? Been looking around. You're nowhere to be found. Sarah, oh, where you been? I've been looking around. You're nowhere to be found. I hope someday that warm sun will shine on your face. If I could, darling, I would take your place. And I hope someday that warm sun will shine on your face. If I could, darling, I would take your place. Oh, sweet Sarah. Sarah, oh, where you been? I've been looking around. You're nowhere to be found. Sarah, oh, where you been? I've been looking around. You're nowhere to be found. Sarah, oh, where you been? I've been looking around, and you're nowhere. Oh, you're nowhere. Oh, baby, to be found. Yeah, yeah. A song called Lonely Heart. This is on the new CD called Cannillo. Appreciate you guys watching. My name's Rob Cannillo. This is Fred Midnight Slim Scribner there. So worn thin like paper, it hurts. Every move she made for love did not work. And every now and then at the diner, she'd see his smiling face. That's when she was reminded of 1,000 points of gray. And she remembers when her hair flowed like wine. There's a disco in the alley, there's a ballet on the boulevard. They're protesting at the courthouse, but silence in her lonely, lonely heart. In her lonely, lonely heart. Dog-eared pictures line a room, better days gone by, and she forgets to eat or drink, lights a cigarette and tries not to cry. She remembers when her hair flowed like wine. There's a disco in the alley, there's a ballet on the boulevard. They're protesting at the courthouse, but silence in her lonely, lonely heart. In her lonely, lonely heart. Her lonely, lonely heart. Brushes her hair and puts on some new makeup and heads down to the diner to see him. And through those tattered curtains, she remembers where they've been. She remembers when her hair flowed like wine. And there's a disco in the alley, and there's a ballet on the boulevard. They're protesting at the courthouse, but silence in her lonely, lonely heart. In her lonely, lonely heart. In her lonely, lonely heart. In her lonely You got it. Let's see. You know, let's do an Allman Brothers song. Let's do a little Ain't Wasting Time. That Sunday morning, the sunshine felt like rain. Week before, they all seemed the same. With the help of God and true friends, come to realize till that's two strong legs, leaving wings to fly. Oh, I ain't wasting time no more. Time goes by like hurricanes. Much faster, faster thing. Lord, Miss Sally, why are you crying? Been around here 3 long days, looking like you're dying. Just stub yourself outside, look up at the stars above. Go on downtown, baby, find somebody to love. Meanwhile, I ain't wasting time no more. Time goes by like hurricanes, much faster, faster things. Yeah. To tell you why can't let one precious day slip by. Look outside yourself if you don't see what you want, baby. Sometimes when you don't leave your mind alone, we'll all get by. I find my way back there many years ago. All the terrorists die all leaving us alone. We raised our children in the peaceful way we can. Up to you and me, brother, to try and try again. Hear us now, ain't wasting time no more. Time goes by like hurricanes, much faster, faster things. Don't forget the pouring rain. Pouring rain. Yeah. Pouring rain. Very nice. Hope to see April 28th at Honors All Day Music Festival at the Greenwood Lake Picnic Pavilion. Get out of town,